In our last segment, Keena Ford was stuck in Miss Henson's classroom underneath the desk. She was thinking that it would be like a movie and that whoever was looking for her would just walk on past. But we don't know. Let's find out. But this was not a movie. The clicking was getting even louder. Miss Henson's desk chair started to move. Then she sat in it. I could see her knees and the bottom part of her legs. Her legs were crossed. One foot was on the floor and the other foot was swinging back and forth slowly. Every time she would swing her foot, it would get a little bit closer to my face. And then Miss Henson kicked me right in the side of my head. I said, yow! And Miss Henson said, what? And then she pushed her chair away and from her desk, and she saw me. And she said, eee! I think I startled her, but she got over it really fast. The next thing she said was, who are you and what are you doing under my desk? I scrambled out from underneath the desk as fast as I could. I stood up and then I tried to say, there she is, underneath the desk. Oh, there's Miss Henson. Then I tried to say, I'm Keena Ford, but I couldn't say anything. I couldn't feel my face. I could feel my face getting warm, very, very warm, and my eyes started to get a little bit wet. My lips started wobbling. I could hear a boy's voice saying, that's Keena. She is in Miss Campbell's class. I knew the voice was Eric's. Mrs. Henson looked at Eric. Then she looked back at me. She said, Eric, go get Miss Campbell. Miss Campbell must have been in the hallway at the water fountain because she came into Miss Henson's class in about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. My whole class must have been in the hallway too because they all crowded at the door. And Miss Henson's room, Mrs. Campbell, Miss Henson said, I have just found one of your students under my desk. Mrs. Campbell looked at me. She opened her mouth wide like she was at the dentist. I think it was from surprise. And then she said, Keena Ford, what on earth are you doing under Miss Henson's desk? She moved her eyebrows close together to make an angry face, but her lips were pursed together like she was trying not to smile. Even though Miss Campbell didn't look that mad, I still couldn't talk. I heard Eric's voice again. He sounded much quieter this time. I know what Keena was doing, he said. She wanted to see our class because she thought it was maybe more fun than her class. Because I told her that it was. She said she wished she could be in our class. Do you think that's why she went in there? I look back at Miss Campbell. Now, she definitely wasn't smiling. Her face looked like it had fallen down a little bit. Her shoulders drooped down too. She looked like Brian when he didn't make a basketball team. She looked sad and disappointed. Well, I'd be pretty sad if you guys told me you didn't want to be in my classroom either. But I think that's how Miss Campbell feels. I wanted to tell Miss Campbell that I thought she was the greatest teacher ever. I wanted to tell her that our class was the most fun. But my lips started to wobble even more. My tears started falling down my face. I couldn't say anything at all. Miss Campbell sent me to Mr. Lemon right away. She sent a very long note with me. It was much longer than the notes I had gotten last year. Those always said, Keena to Mr. Lemon's room, not following directions. Miss Lemon read every single word of the long note. Then he looked at me. Well, Miss Ford, he said, I suppose you must first write an apology to Miss Henson. So I did, I sat down at my unusual desk and wrote, "Dear Miss Henson, I am sorry that I was snooping around your classroom, and I'm very sorry that I hid underneath your desk, and I'm very, very sorry that my face got in the way of your pointy shoe. Love, Miss Keena Ford." I drew a sad face next to my name, a sad face, so she would know that I was very, very sorry. Then I gave the letter to Mr. Lemon. He said, "I suppose now you just write an apology to Miss Campbell for not following directions." My eyes got wet again. "Miss Campbell hates me now," I said. "I hurt her feelings." Mr. Lemon asked me what I was talking about. I told him about how Eric had said he wished he could be in Miss Hanson's class. I said it. I told Mr. Lemon. "But that's not what I meant. I mean, I just wanted to be in their class for the pudding pie." I told Mr. Lemon that I loved my class and I didn't mean to make my teacher sad. "Well, Miss Ford," said Mr. Lemon, "I suppose you can explain yourself to Mrs. Campbell in your letter." This is what I wrote. "Dear Mrs. Campbell, I am sorry that I broke the rules by sneaking into Miss Hanson's room and hiding under her desk. I'm also very, very, very sorry to have hurt your feelings. I do not think that Miss Hanson's class is more fun than our class. I think you are the very best teacher in the whole wide world. I love you so much. I hope you forgive me. Love, Keena Ford." Next to my name, I wrote a really sad face with 2 tears coming out of the eyes. And then I drew a broken heart. I'm going to stop right there. See you next time.